Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The Real Art Show 2013 will commence momentarily. At this time, please ensure the ringer on your mobile phone is set to high and you log into your Facebook accounts. Thank you for your cooperation. This has been a paid message on behalf of BBC Radio 1.
The first time I actually had something come up and say, "Hello, world," and I made a computer do that. It was just astonishing.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, and none of us know how to read and write code.
The first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?
I wrote a program to play tic-tac-toe.
I first learned how to make a green circle and a red square appear on the screen.
You're just trying to make something, trying to transfer something from your mind to the computer or to a tablet. It's an experience.
The whole limit in the system is just that there just aren't enough people who are trained and have these skills today.
When I finally learned a little bit of programming, that blank wall resolved into a bunch of doors. And you open them, and finally you start to open enough doors that the light comes in. And to me, a finished program is like a structure filled with light. All the corners are illuminated. You understand the structure of it. It's a really serene feeling to have completed that.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.
Soon they will all return home, home to their shires, and when they do, they will not be the same.
The world is changed. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it.
Hey, my name's Jessica, and I just completed 8 months of the multimedia program, and I loved it. I started in September, and I was a little intimidated. But with dedication to learn and wonderful supporting teachers, I made it. I truly love broadening my knowledge on my photography and web design skills. 3D design was a bit tough for me at first, but now it's one of my favorite classes. My advice for new students is to go for it. This course is cool and fun and totally helps expand your creativity. Also, put a good amount of time into every project. It's the only way to achieve exactly what you want from it.
Saruman.
So the rules of Confederation have been found. They're in the college under my very nose. Sauron is gathering an army of computer programs. You know this? How? I've seen it. A Palantir is a dangerous tool, Saruman. 3 hours later than you think. Do you recall the graduate hobbit, Chris Sanders? Chris, son of Arathorn, born in the caves of Trident. He has regained much of his former strength. His employer is pleased. We may see him now, past the shadows, earth and flesh.
Office of Thunder Bay. I'm Chris Sanders, and Mr. M has asked me to introduce the Real Art Show 2013. I'm originally from Dryden, Ontario, but my journey has taken me far from Rivendell and Thunder Bay. It has only been 1 year since I've graduated from the multimedia program. I presented at FITC Toronto 2012. My placement took me to Ottawa, my passion and skills have now brought me to Toronto, where I'm a web developer at one of Toronto's best design agencies, 52 Pickup. The multimedia program taught me many things, but the most important was to never stop learning. Enjoy the show. I know I will.
But where are the jobs? Without jobs, the race of men cannot survive.
Over the next 10 years, there will be 1.4 million jobs in computer science, and only about 400,000 grads qualified for those jobs. That's a shortage of 1 million people. So, how do you start?
The world is changing. The wizards of old will soon perish. Who will replace us?
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You know, you're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
I think it's amazing. I think it's the closest thing we have to a superpower.
Sauron's forces are already moving. They'll find you and kill the one to carry. Brother, we must join with Sauron.
The time is upon us. We all live to see such times. It began 8 short months ago, when a band of talented multimedia hobbits arrived at the head of a great lake, a lake only known as Superior. Working day and night in the shadows of Mount Mackay, using only their creativity, They toiled in the caverns of Confederation College. But to what end? What could be learned in such a short period of time? Days turned into months, and the forging of the great reels began. The reels were kept secret, known only to the Dark Lords, each of them claiming to be professors of the dark arts. The question remains, a question that can't be answered by mortals. Is there one reel that will rule them all? Let the battle begin.
Gee whiz, Big Eyes, you sure are smart.
This is it, Falcon? Right, continuing on with the Real Art Show, we shall now take a look at the artwork of one Dallas Hicken. First up is the cereal box design. Excellent work indeed. Next up is the 3D robot priest, Cotobot Curie. We now see the posting template he made for his roleplay character on Type R and Mobius of Echelon. Lastly, we have the Hicken Arts animated logo. Well, that seems to be all the time we have here. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Do you look like these three hacks?
Are you okay? stuff.
That concludes the Real Art Show 2013. Thank you for coming out. Special thanks to Confederation College and to Program Coordinator and Dark Wizard Kevin Element, Dean Gail Murdoch, and President Jim Maddow. As for the fate of the first year hobbits, that is not for us to decide. They must decide what to do with the time that is given to them at Confederation College. There are other forces at work in this world. Creativity, hard work, imagination, communication, and determination. But there's more. There's an ability so important, so powerful, so elusive it cannot be graded, cannot be taught. It must only be learned. It's the Hobbit's ability to get along with other hobbits and wizards. The hobbits are meant to be here in Thunder Bay, at the heart of Middle-earth, in this theater, on this day, at this hour, showing their work. Soon they will all return home to their shires, and when they do, they will not be the same. They have many more adventures ahead of them, and that is an encouraging thought.
Immediately following the Real Art Show, multimedia students and teachers are invited for a second breakfast in our Mac Labs. On the menu today is milk and cookies. Hope to see you there. And one more thing. Man, oh man, your reels were amazing this year. Good show.
Where are you going, Hobbins? Always in such a rush. Have you forgotten the most important thing of all? You shall pass the multimedia program.